We is back once again with another reaction video, bruh. And today I'm about to bring you guys another story reaction, bro. So we about to check this out. Basement horror stories, man. I was thinking right before I start this video, like how is he's gonna like what story is there to tell from the basement, bro? Like what happened in the basement, bro? I'm kind of eager to see. I'm kind of eager to find out. So if you guys are new, go down, like and subscribe to the channel down below. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, man. And if you guys don't subscribe to the channel, at least hit the like button, man. Let's get it and let's go. Story number one, man. Basement stories. Now, what happened in the basement, bro? Like what? We're gonna find out. Story 1 and 2, anonymous. Story 3, Kevin. Okay.
When my grandparents passed away, instead of my parents selling her house, they just let me live in it instead since I was of moving out age anyway. I just had to pay the taxes and monthly expenses. At first I really enjoyed living alone, given that I could have whoever I wanted over whenever I wanted. But it quickly got lonely being alone. So I got myself a 2-year-old German Shepherd dog named Rocky. He was named after Rocky Balboa.
That's cool.
Rocky's a very calm and gentle German Shepherd. He hardly ever barks, only when he feels threatened or if he's playing with another dog. I bought him a doggy bed the day after I adopted him and put it next to my bed. After I got Rocky, I always left the bedroom door open so that he could go get water at night if he were thirsty. One night soon after I adopted Rocky, I woke up to his barking coming from outside my room and down the hallway. I dizzily got out of bed to check what the hell he was barking at. I rubbed my eyes as I walked down the hallway, and when I opened them, I saw Rocky maniacally barking and clawing at the basement door. I didn't know what to do. Usually I'd call my dad to deal with something like this.
It's like, what are you
but
doing,
now it was
buddy?
on me, and I was terrified.
Yeah, that's scary.
I had
dude.
to ask myself if I wanted Rocky to go down there with me, and I quickly realized there was no chance of me going down there alone.
Yeah. If I'm going down to the basement alone, man, I'm taking my dog. Yeah, you're coming with me, Rocky. You know what I'm saying? You're coming with me. You gotta show me them fight skills, man. You gotta show me, man. Your name Rocky too? Yeah, you're coming with me.
I opened the door ever so lightly,
go out together,
but it was enough for Rocky to push it open with his nose and run down the stairs.
What the heck?
I flipped on the lights and followed close behind. Rocky was silent now, which I found a bit concerning. I looked around for him, calling his name, and then I saw him standing still, with his tail between his legs, looking up at something in an opposite corner of the room that was blocked by a wall.
Dude.
Rocky looked at me and his tail slightly raised as I approached him. I could now see what he was looking at. It was a closet door. Rocky's apparent bout of confidence was obviously short-lived, and he seemed to be back to his calm and timid self. All that was passing through my mind at that moment was, do I dare open this closet door right now?
What is it?
And who or what could be in there? I didn't know Rocky too well just yet, but I had a feeling he wouldn't attack whoever or whatever was in there. I'm still not sure whether I made the right move or not.
Can't be an intruder.
But instead of opening that closet door, I took Rocky by the collar and walked with him back upstairs. He kept looking back at the corner of the basement until we got to the stairs. I shut the basement door and then dragged him back to my bedroom and shut the bedroom door. Then I went to the kitchen to call my dad. I had to call 3 times before he finally picked up in a groggy voice. I explained the situation and asked him what I should do. He said I should go back down there with a huge knife or some kind of weapon and see what's in the closet. I told him I was too scared to, and somewhere deeper into that conversation with my dad, I realized the basement door was open. I put the phone down for a second to listen to what I thought were footsteps, and I was right. Loud and clear were footsteps heading towards the front door. I ran to my bedroom and told my dad. He told me to hang up the phone and call the cops, and so I did. By the time the cops showed up, though, whoever was in the house was obviously gone already. Unfortunately, I left a large amount of cash down there by the bar. All of it was gone. The basement window was wide open, so we found the method of entry pretty quickly.
Oh, it was somebody. It was an intruder.
Turned out to be a break-in burglary when I happened to be home.
He should have opened that door. Rocky knew he was. He knew that Rocky knew he was somebody was in there. Dang. Rocky knew somebody was in there, man. We're gonna continue it on with story number 2 right now, bro. Let me know what y'all think of that in the comments. It was an intruder. He left the basement door open. It was somebody down there. I thought it was like a ghost or something, like a monster or something.
This story took place just 2 weeks ago.
All right, let's
I've
go
always
on.
had a fear of basements since I was a kid. Now that I'm 18, my fear is obviously subdued a little bit, but I still will glance over my shoulder to any noise I may hear behind me. And I might get that slight butterfly in my stomach feeling when I'm alone.
That was so me.
Well, on this cold Friday night, I was home alone, and since our biggest TV is in the basement, that's where I'd usually chill, especially to play video games. I was playing Fortnite with my friends, some crazy popular first-person shooter game.
Dude, that's recent.
I had headphones in and I was really investing in the game. Yet even over the loud sound effects through the headphones, I knew I heard something come from behind me.
Dude was playing Fortnite.
Like a thump.
I
took off the headphones and examined the back of the basement. Now our basement is huge, but also extremely cluttered and messy. If I wanted to actually thoroughly examine what's behind me, I'd have to get up, that's how bad it is. But I didn't feel that were necessary. Yeah, I found it a bit unsettling any time I heard a noise, but I really didn't think it was anything to be concerned about. I tried to continue playing, however I wasn't able to give my full focus anymore, not with part of me constantly thinking about the noise. I took off the headphones and played with them off just because I was feeling extra paranoid and wanted to hear my surroundings. Shortly after taking off the headset, there was a sudden clank sound, and it had a metallic, echoey ringing to it. I turned off the system now because I was in shock.
What?
This was an intentional sound made by someone or something. I walked really, really slowly to the backside of the basement. When I laid eyes on the big metal air vent in the corner, that's when it hit me, that was most likely the source of the sound.
Heck is in there?
I got as close as I felt comfortable, then stopped and just looked at the air vent for a second. I got a terrible, painful feeling in my stomach, and I felt like the life was literally being drained out of me when I saw a hand reach out from the air vent and start waving me over. Then a deep, raspy voice said, "Come here, I need help."
What?
At first I didn't run.
What the heck?
I just gradually stepped backwards with my mouth hung open, looking at the vents. The person's hands gripped the vent and started shaking it aggressively, obviously trying to break it open.
Oh, man.
I screamed, "I'm calling the cops," but the shaking didn't stop. I did what I said. I called the cops and told them to send someone right away. The operator told me to go to a room upstairs with a weapon, lock the door, and hide. I was the most scared I'd ever been in my entire life. And the pain and fear of the situation only became worse when I heard a door bust open downstairs, and I could hear a maniac screaming at the top of his lungs. I'm not lying when I said he was screaming things like, "Where are you? I'm gonna kill you." I heard him run up the stairs. He probably ran up 2 stairs for every step, because he was up the stairs in like 3 seconds. My heart was in my throat when he tried the doorknob to the door, and started pounding on it so hard I could see the door caving in a little bit. I thought he was actually gonna break the door down. I had to climb out the window or I'd be a goner. I think he heard me though, because the banging stopped. I jumped from the window to the bushes below, and with a right stroke of luck, a cop car pulled up in front of my house. I basically ran into the officer's arms. I had to go inside and get them in. They told me to wait in the police car, which they locked, while they both went inside the house with their guns drawn. Not even 5 minutes later, the 2 officers came out and they were holding the man in cuffs.
Hey, got him.
The man in cuffs took my place in the back seat of the cop car, and from that moment, until the cops drove away, he was giving me the most evil, hate-filled stare you could ever imagine. That stare still haunts me. The whole experience still haunts me. I still hang out in the basement occasionally, but nowhere near as much.
Creepy basement stories. How, though? My question is, how did some guy randomly get in your air vent, dude? Like, what? And for the second story, how does that even happen? And okay, the first story was more. Okay, the first one was the first one made a lot more sense because you left the basement door open and somebody walked through and invaded in. But how does somebody get in the air vent? That's crazy. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. That was some crazy stories, some creepy stuff, man. You just gotta be careful of people, man, and especially you got like a big house. You gotta be careful of invaders and stuff. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Yeah, man, that's gonna do it for this video. I'm gonna do story 3 right here, right now, bro. I'm just gonna end it off right here, and break it up. Like, share, like, and subscribe if you guys are new. And if you guys don't subscribe to the channel, at least hit the like button, man. Dang.